My fabulous chemistry minions, video number one for organic, our second to last unit. I personally really like this unit. And practice heavy though, guys. Practice heavy. So we gotta be doing our practice and checking our work. Organic chemistry, first of all, talks about molecules containing carbon and hydrogen. It does mean living, and all living things on this planet contain carbon. And the new definition has kind of gone to do hydrogen also. This is not supposed to be confused with organic, meaning like at the grocery store you find organic product. That has a different definition. That has to do with being grown naturally. In this case, organic just means living. Carbon is super, super special, and one of the very first testable pieces is that it makes 4 bonds. Because carbon makes 4 bonds, it has tons and tons of combinations. We're going to get into those tons and tons of combinations. These combinations are going to increase in complexity as I add more carbons and more hydrogens. I can add extra bonds. And finally, I can actually add other elements other than carbon and hydrogen. They'll still be organic as long as those are not metallic. Okay. Then there are going to be 7 basic reactions that we're going to go over at the end. And there'll be a Poggle to help us with this too, but we'll go over the 7 and make sure we got it, right? So here are our learning targets for this unit. I can describe the properties of organic compounds. Video 3, what's going on? It's going to be basically a review of covalent compound bonding, covalent bonding properties. But we're going to deal specifically with carbon, so you're going to see we made chains and rings and some networks, okay? So we didn't get into that too much before. And then we're going to do a lot of naming and drawing. So we have to be able to do 3 things for every task that we do. There's naming, and then there's drawing, and then there's the chemical formula. So we're going to be able to name and draw saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. That is the video 4 and 5. One's going to be saturated, one's going to be unsaturated. Then we're going to introduce branches. So we're going to start making them instead of it being a straight chain, we're going to start making it branch off. That'll be video 6. Then we're going to name and draw isomers. We need to define what those are. And this is a game that we can play where as long as we know the definition of isomers, we can make different molecules, and we'll figure out what that definition is and what's going on, and all our naming and drawing techniques will be in play. Now we're going to have to name and draw molecules that have functional groups. This is where life gets slightly difficult for us because last year I think this video was something like 22 minutes long minimum, and it's going to be long this year too because it's just how it is. If you look at table R on your reference table, there are a ton of different functional groups, and in the video I'm going to go through 3 each so that you get a feeling for how to name them and draw them and then what their structural formulas are. So it's going to take me a while to get through all of them in one video. In the past, I have made it into 2 videos, but I'm just going to do it in one big one. 7 organic reactions. There's 7 of these. One of these is phenomenal. It's called combustion, creates fire. Yeah, that's fun. And then here is our assignments for this unit that we will be doing. You can cross out vocab quiz. We're not going to do that. And you can cross out the reference table quizzes. We're not going to do that. But we're going to try and do everything else. Okay, notice there isn't going to be a Poggle for a minute, so I don't need you to do Poggles right away. Poggles will not be for quite a while. So the beginning part of this unit is going to be lectures, practice, lectures, practice, lectures, practice, and you check in your work with the answer keys to make sure you're getting it. The thing that's really nice about this unit is as long as you don't fight it, once you get the process down, the process works for everything for the entire unit, and that's kind of reassuring and nice. There aren't any exceptions. Just follow the rules and everything works, and we're going to be combining 3 different reference tables at once, and you're going to see that when we get into the videos. So with that, let's get into some videos.